Welcome to Listen to Coach with myself, Coach Jake Doan, and it's brought to you by Show Muscle, Go Muscle Training. We're going no visual today. Don't really need it. The whole purpose of this is not personal representation. It's all about the information. So, no, you don't need to look at my face for 15 whole minutes while I talk about the subject we're going to be talking about today, and that is the 10 ways you can thrive in 2023. Now, not every single one of these tips is going to land with you, but please take a listen to the entire episode because you might get 1 point and it might be number 10. So stick around and listen to Coach. Number 1 is prioritizing self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential for both your physical and your mental well-being. You have to take time to rest, you have to eat well, and you have to engage in physical activity that will bring you joy and relaxation. The key here is that it brings you joy and relaxation. If you hate what you're doing, how sustainable is it going to be? Now, personally, something that I'm going to be working on in 2023 is self-care, mobility, actually taking care of my body and resting and focusing on recovery as much as I possibly can. Now it's the 16th of January, so where are you with your goals? Because number 2 is set goals and work towards them. Having specific goals can help provide you with some direction and a lot of motivation. We want to identify what we can achieve. You got to make a plan towards those goals. One thing I'm relaying to all of my clients is that when you're setting a goal, no matter how far away it is, set 10 goals to get you to that goal. We want to have 10 celebrations instead of 1 celebration. You're going to find that that's going to bring a lot more joy to every goal you set. So try to focus on setting 10 goals towards your goals. It's almost like walking up a set of stairs and going 1 step at a time, instead of trying to bound up the stairs, because you might get a little exhausted by the time you get to the top. Number 3 is build and maintain strong relationships. Building and maintaining strong relationships with friends, family, and colleagues can help provide you with support, encouragement, and a sense of community. That is something huge right now in my life, having the Magnum community, having Marcus's community of people with very positive, high energy. I'm loving the community that I've built around me, and it makes me feel so much stronger. Now, number 4 is a huge one for people in the health and fitness community because things are changing so fast. Every year, things are changing in the health and fitness field. Number 4 is stay informed and stay curious. Stay informed about what's going on. What are the current events? And what are the new developments in the field that can help you stay engaged, motivated, and valuable? I'm always encouraging that curious mindset. Do not close doors to other opportunities in other methodologies. If you're in the bodybuilding world, take a peek at what's going on in the powerlifting world. It may encourage you to try different things. It may open your mind to new things. So keep an open mind, keep that curious mindset, and be open to new things. Number 5 is something that I am working on as much as possible every day right now. Practicing gratitude. Focusing on things that you can be grateful for. They can help you increase your happiness and well-being. So what I've been doing is taking a few minutes each day and just thinking about things that I'm grateful for. And I'm expressing appreciation for those things around me because of how fortunate I am. As a person with a lot of trauma in my life, express to me if you feel the same way. I used to tend to find and see all of the negative things in my life that were going on. It was very hard to get unstuck from feeling that way. But as of lately, I've been just feeling like my eyes have been completely open because I am now expressing gratitude more often to the amazing and positive things that are going on in my life, the things that I'm capable of doing, the things that I get to do, I'm expressing gratitude for. So that's something that I've thought has brought a lot into my life lately when it comes to positivity. Now, obviously, number 6 is going to be a huge one for me as a personal trainer and strength conditioning coach, taking care of your physical health. We want to engage in regular physical activity, and we want to eat a healthy diet that will help improve our physical and our mental well-being. So taking time for physical activity and making healthy choices when it comes to food and drink. Now, since it's still January, I want to just reiterate one thing that I have a conversation with all my clients about. Make sure that your actions towards your goals actually reflect your goal. What I'll see a lot of this time of year is people will set a goal of, let's say, doing an Ironman in 2023. And what will happen is these people will come out the door immediately sprinting for that destination instead of setting those smaller goals for their physical health. And what ends up happening is they come out the gun and they start running 26 miles per day. And then by February, they're emotionally and physically burnt out. Make sure that you're taking those small steps, not massive bounds. Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare. That rule applies to nutrition as well. Okay, so everything in moderation and take those little necessary baby steps before you start bounding up the stairs towards your goal. All right, so moving on, we go to number 7, which is developing new skills. Learning a new skill can help you increase confidence, and it's going to open up a whole bunch of new opportunities to you. In 2017, I started making paddle boards with absolutely no knowledge of how a board was built, where I would source materials, and I learned so much about myself in that time period, and I learned and developed so many skills that I use now today, and it's opened up so many more opportunities to me in my community that I'm so grateful for. Now that segues me into number 8, which is seeking out opportunities for personal growth. Personal growth can come from experiences in a variety of different ways. So I like to include traveling, education, and personal development activities. And I just really encourage you to seek out opportunities that can allow you to learn and grow as a person. Now, although I included travel in here, I do not mean going to an all-inclusive and staying on the resort all week long. That's not included. Go and experience other cultures. Some of my best experiences in life were going off the resort, off the beaten path, and experiencing another culture, learning about their history. You'll be surprised at how often you learn something about yourself in those times. Now, education is free. Essentially, you can Google anything and come up with information. You can come up with studies. You can come up with research on topics. I really encourage you to use that as one of your opportunities for personal growth. Actually, I encourage you, next time you have a problem you need to solve, maybe you have a question that needs to be answered, go on Google it first. Then go ask your parents, go ask your friends afterwards and see how the answers vary. Now, a good example of a personal development activity for myself, in 2023, I'm going to be going to some writer's workshop. I really want to develop skills in writing. I definitely think it's been a weaker part of my overall educational experience. So it's something I really want to develop on a personal level for personal use in the future. I'm winking. I know you can't see me. Now I know I was just kind of hard on my writing skills, but number 9 is practicing self-compassion. It's so important to be kind to yourself and understanding towards yourself, especially when things don't go as we originally planned. A large part of this is going to be practicing self-compassion by speaking to yourself in a supportive and understanding way and remembering that everyone, absolutely everyone, makes mistakes. I think this really ties into people's expectations of themselves. And we really have to remember that if we don't meet our own personal expectations, maybe we need to really reevaluate goals or our actions towards something. So maybe that's a time we just sit back, be compassionate, and set up a new action plan. Now, hopefully you listened to me and actually stuck around till number 10 because it's one that I think that everyone needs to focus on in 2023. Because number 10 is taking breaks and prioritizing rest. Now, taking breaks and prioritizing rest can help you actually increase your productivity and reduce your stress. So we want to make sure that we take time for breaks throughout the day, and we make time for relaxation and resting your mind and your body. For a lot of us, this is going to mean unplugging. And no, I'm not encouraging you to not listen to my podcast. But what I do want you to do, especially if you're one of my clients, is set that alarm clock, take 15 minutes, unplug, and do something for your mind. Now, I feel like when I have this conversation with a lot of my clients, their mind goes directly to, oh, he's asking me to meditate. Yes, that is a great method for resting your mind and body, but also there's things like journaling or even reading. And I'm also sorry if I'm going to upset some spouses here, but it can also mean playing video games of a specific variety. Now, I'm just super happy if just one of these tips will land with you and help you out in your year 2023. And I really hope that you feel comfortable enough, especially if you've made it this far, to reach out to me if you have any questions about any of these tips, and we can talk about that on a more personal level. You can always head over to showmusclegomuscle.com, where you can book a consulting time with me, and we can talk about your goals specifically. If you enjoyed this content and you'd like to hear more, please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell, follow. The things that make this like algorithm thing work. Just remember, train your mind, train your body, but always train with maximum effort. I'd like to thank you for listening to Coach.